Okay, okay.
A sexy situation? And that makes it...
Look at me. Look at me. Shit. Come on.
Today I'm going to explain a romantic thriller film named Chloe. Before starting the movie, please make sure you have subscribed to this channel for more awesome videos like this. The film begins with a young woman sitting in a room talking about her job as a call girl. She says she adapts roles to please her customers by being a secretary or daughter. On the other hand, we have Catherine, a Toronto-based middle-aged gynecologist, is at work in her office. She sees Chloe at the hotel across the street from her workplace with her clients on several occasions as she looks out her window. Meanwhile, Catherine's husband David, a college professor, gives a lecture to a class. At the end of the lecture, a lovely female student announces that some of her classmates want to take him out to supper. He respectfully rejects the offer, explaining that it's his birthday and that he needs to get home. The entire class proceeds to sing happy birthday. Catherine throws a surprise birthday party for David and assures the guests that he will be there shortly. But David calls to inform her that he missed his flight and would not be able to get home in time for his birthday. One of David's female classmates is shown by his side while he is on the phone. Catherine wakes up the next morning and finds David at home. He apologizes to her, explaining that he was unaware that there was a birthday party for him, even though it is an hour before David's typical workday begins. He informs Catherine that he must leave early to buy coffee. Catherine discovers her 17-year-old son Michael walking around home with his girlfriend in underpants. Catherine, who is disturbed, inquires if they are using protection. Michael claims that David is aware of his girlfriend's overnight stay. Catherine and Michael's connection appears weird after seeing a picture of him and a female student cuddling in a message thanking him for last night. Catherine suspected David of having an affair. Later that evening, David and Catherine go out to dinner with two friends. Catherine is irritated when David flirts with the waitress. Catherine goes to the restroom. She hears a woman crying in the next stall. She asks her if everything is okay. The woman replies sobbing, saying that there is no toilet paper. Catherine hands her some under the partition. The woman states that men are such assholes. Catherine agrees and then exits her stall. The woman, Chloe, follows her as they are washing their hands. Chloe offers Catherine her hairpin. Catherine kindly refuses and then says she must return to her husband. During dinner, Catherine notices Chloe still upset with another client at a table a short distance away. Next day, Catherine visits the hotel bar after work, where Chloe spends the majority of her time waiting for potential clients. Chloe, with a passionate expression in her eyes, tells Catherine that she doesn't typically meet with women. Catherine reassures Chloe by revealing that she believes her husband is having an affair. She wants Chloe to meet with David in the morning at the coffee shop in order to test his allegiance. Chloe walks to the coffee shop the next morning. Chloe hesitates for a moment before approaching him and asking if she might borrow some sugar from his table. David looks Chloe in the eyes and hands her the sugar dispenser. Catherine and Chloe meet later that afternoon. Chloe described her encounter with David as polite but only somewhat flirty, and that nothing significant happened. Catherine is curious, so she asks Chloe how she accomplishes what she does. Chloe opens up about herself, how she strives to see the good in others, and how all kinds of individuals, including Catherine, come into her life. Catherine reimburses Chloe and requests that she meet with David again to see what he does. Catherine notices David chatting with someone over messages and chuckling gently. Later that evening, while passing by Michael's room, she heard him on a video conference with his girlfriend. She's attempting to put some space between them, ostensibly due to her impending graduation, but Michael believes there are other factors at play. Suddenly, he sees his girlfriend staring over his shoulder. Turning, he angrily closes the door in Catherine's face. Catherine goes back downstairs and tells David that Michael's girlfriend is leaving him. She suspects she's responsible because of her disapproval that the girl was sleeping over with Michael. David assures her that Michael will be okay. He and Catherine reunite over a taste of scotch that Catherine bought for his birthday, and they wonder when they stopped being the young loves who constantly picked each other up at the airport and couldn't tolerate being away. Catherine overhears Michael on his mobile phone the next morning, comparing how he met his girlfriend to how Catherine and David met, a story Michael enjoyed hearing. Catherine listens with a smile on her face. Catherine receives a message from Chloe inviting her to meet her at a restaurant on her cell phone. Catherine says she feels better about her connection with David now that she's been reassured, and she doesn't need Chloe to see him anymore. Chloe, on the other hand, claims she met David again. Catherine is disturbed as Chloe begins to explain the experience in further detail. Chloe describes going to lunch with David and then to a garden with him where he kissed her passionately, and she could feel him becoming aroused. After this, Catherine is in a lot of pain and she tries to get out of a tight parking spot. Chloe mounts her bicycle and begins pedaling away. Chloe skins her knee after her bike slides and tips over on a patch of snow. Catherine returns Chloe to her room and opens her medical bag, bandaging Chloe's knee. Chloe's panties move away from her knee as she begins to cut with a medical scissor. Catherine put on some bandages on Chloe's knee. Later, Chloe goes into greater detail about her interaction with David.
I pushed my hand down his pants and I felt him. I moved my hand lightly on him. And then I kept doing this.
She describes kissing David and giving him a massage in a secret spot of the garden. Catherine begs nervously for confirmation that Chloe is STD-free, and Chloe pledges to bring her medical records to prove it. Catherine returns home and takes a shower. Her mind splashed with pictures from the things Chloe told her about her intimate affair with David while she washes herself. David is seen awake in the bed next to Catherine, his face pinched with anxiety as she lies down to sleep. The next day, Chloe returns to Catherine's office with her medical records. Michael tells the receptionist that he needs to pick up his tuxedo for a recital, which she overhears. While Michael is photocopying musical sheets, Chloe approaches him and tells him about her favorite band.
Are you a musician?
No, it's just what you're supposed to do, I guess. Study music.
I wish someone had given me a lesson. I love music.
You didn't speak to him, did you?
I came to tell you about this afternoon,
Today.
after lunch, okay?
As he picks up his tuxedo, Michael offers Catherine a much colder welcome, not even thanking her. As he walks out, Catherine receives a text message from Chloe, inviting her to meet her at a hotel. When Catherine enters the hotel room, Chloe, dressed in a bathrobe, informs her that she had an injection session with David. She goes into great detail about the meeting, but rather than causing Catherine further heartbreak, it arouses her. Chloe kisses Catherine out of regret, and Catherine walks away, startled by this unexpected gesture of devotion. Catherine attends a music performance that evening. When Michael performs on stage in front of an audience, she sits a good distance away from David, which both he and Michael notice. Catherine departs before the concert is finished. Catherine approaches Chloe at the hotel and begs her to elaborate on her interactions with David. Chloe leads her to a private room. She has a finger insertion play with Catherine after centrally outlining her moves. Catherine and Chloe then share a taxi with Catherine paying for Chloe's return trip. Chloe offers her hairpin once more as Catherine exits the taxi. The hairpin belongs to Chloe's mother, and she now wants Catherine to have it as a mark of her affection for her. When Catherine walks into her house, she finds David waiting for her. He inquires as to whether she has been cheating on him. Catherine becomes enraged and informs him that she had intended to ask him the same question. David replied negatively to Catherine's allegations. Catherine returns to her office after lunch the next day to find multiple missed calls from Chloe. In an email with a photo of them in bed together at the hotel the night before, Catherine, alarmed, dials her number. Catherine is surprised when Chloe walks into her office with flowers and asks if she enjoyed playing the finger game with her the previous evening. Catherine, embarrassed, acknowledges she did, but clarifies that their business is over. Chloe tells Catherine that she loves her despite her heartbreak. Catherine apologizes to Chloe for the misunderstanding. She expresses her gratitude for Chloe's assistance and compensates her for the task she has completed. Chloe sobs as she walks out of Catherine's office. Chloe goes to Michael's hockey practice in search of vengeance. They flirt with each other, and Chloe hands him a Raised by Swan CD, to which he confesses that he already has all of their music downloaded. Catherine and David go to a cafe later that night. When Catherine demands that David acknowledge having an affair, David acknowledges that he lied to her about missing his flight home that night because he didn't want to go to the birthday celebration, but he denies having an affair with her. Catherine is startled when Chloe walks in unexpectedly. David scans the room to see who Catherine is staring at. He asks who the girl is and why Catherine is upset in a genuinely perplexed tone, as if he doesn't know Chloe. Catherine learns at this point that Chloe made up her encounters with David to put distance between Catherine and David. Catherine also discovers that Chloe appears to have fallen in love with her as a result of Catherine's attention. Catherine apologizes to David for not trusting him and reveals that she was concerned for his safety as she grew older and more self-conscious about her appearance. She then admits to having had encounters with Chloe. David embraces and kisses her. Surprised but understanding, Chloe visits Catherine's house. Envious, Catherine arrives to find Chloe and Michael having sex on Catherine's bed. After dismissing Michael, enraged Chloe accuses Catherine of believing she could take someone into her life, utilize them, and then dismiss them when she's done just like all of her other male clients, and that money won't make her go. Chloe carelessly takes off her hairpin, pricking and bleeding her own hand before putting it up to Catherine's neck like a dagger. Catherine apologizes tremblingly and inquires about Chloe's wishes. Catherine kisses Chloe. When Michael sees his reflection in the window, he sneaks back into the room. Catherine takes aback and shoves Chloe aside. When Chloe collides with a large window, it breaks. Then there's Chloe, who is being watched by Catherine as she slowly lets go of the window frame and falls through the bedroom window to her death. A few months later, Michael's high school graduation celebration. Catherine is still grieving over Chloe's loss. As one of the guests approaches Catherine to speak with her, she is seen wearing Chloe's hairpin. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and press the bell icon for more amazing videos. See you next time.